Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This reading is not date or time specific. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. And this is different because for the whole month of March, everything was date and time specific. I was looking specifically at Saturn moving into Pisces, Pluto moving into Aquarius, and how that could impact you personally or your relationship dynamics. And then I just did the full moon in Libra reading the other day, and those are date and time specific readings. If you're curious about it, I have the solution. Go view my channel, click on the playlists tab, and I have everything separated by I playlists for each individual zodiac sign. I also have one for astrology transits. That's where the Saturn and Pluto thing happened. And I do have one for new moons and full moons. So definitely go take advantage of that. And know that even though I'm saying this is not date or time specific, the reason I'm saying that is because we're all on different timelines. And someone came into the comments for another reading and said, 2 weeks ago, I saw, when I was last on your channel 2 weeks ago, the reading didn't resonate. And now here it is. And this one resonates spot on. And now that one makes sense, right? So that does happen. Sometimes we get almost like a preview of something to come. And we're like, well, that's not happening now. And then just a little ways down the road, something takes form. And we say, oh, that reading was the beginnings of it. So what I do is I check my calendar and I take lots of notes. I don't keep a diary, but I do journal a lot in a calendar. Virgo. I'm a Virgo. What can I tell you? And, I'm a bullet point girl. This on these days. And sometimes I go to my favorite readers and I go back and I say, what was going on around here? Because now I want to know because this happened. And so sometimes we get good information by availing ourselves of going back in time. So I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. Welcome, cross watchers. You could be here as a cross watcher for a Cancerian. Please know sometimes the messages come through directly for you, and you may need to flip the whole storyline around so that it becomes your reading. Does that make sense? Welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. I hope if you enjoy the reading, you will consider joining us here by subscribing. Let's jump in, pulling from Starry Beginnings. Card 37, feel and release. Release all you've accumulated on this journey. 37, 3 and 7 is 10. That's completion. Feel and release. What they're talking about here, release all you've accumulated, is almost like going out into the garden and doing the weeding, right? Because we can grow a beautiful garden and then things kind of, everything likes the fertilizer. Everything likes the plant food. And we get stuff in there that we really don't want to keep feeding. So that's what it means. Feel all that you've accumulated and then release what's no longer needed to move forward on your journey. Very beautiful and so interesting that it comes so close after that full moon. Because full moons are all about release. So I like that. So let's jump in. I'll pull the cards. I'll tell you the story that's coming through and then I'll clarify. All right, holding on to something very tightly, not ready to let go, or there's some kind of guardedness here. Oh my. Well, you're right in your reading, right here in your unconscious awareness. Okay, so something happened here in the past. There was some form of a breach of trust or the perception of such. Beautiful. Oh, and your last card out is your card 2, Cancer, for those of you who are here as the Cancerians. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so what are we starting with? Present energy, 4 of Pentacles, and it is guardedness. It's something, you don't want to let go of something But I'm getting the impression that that what you're holding on to is causing you, because it's more negatively charged. It feels lower vibrational, that you're holding on. You're guarded because you're hanging on to something from the past. What's crossing you here is this King of Wands. So this feels to me like whatever went down, this is the challenge card, right? It's in the challenge position. Went down with someone that you feel very connected to. There's a lot of chemistry, but I feel like this person, because here we have the love and passion, the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands. And I feel like this person has been unavailable or only available on their own terms. So kind of coming in reversed. And because in the past we have this breach of trust or something that occurred where there's been avoidance, they've avoided you. But that Seven of Swords, and I will clarify everything, just feels to me like you're trying to keep an open heart. You're trying to stay emotionally engaged and somewhat connected, but you're guarded because of what happened here in the past. Now, the Three of Wands in your, what's crowning you here in your crown chakra, what is in your conscious awareness is, well, I know what I want, because that came in the morning musing, was the Two of Wands. So for the channel members and people who opt in for the all access pass to all of my extendeds, they also get all the morning musings. So I hope if you're one of those people, you're going into the platform to see the morning musings, because the system doesn't send notifications. But the Two of Wands was there, and I said, and it was landing on the Magician, and I'm like, you're manifesting, you know what you want, but there's only one path that's going to get you there. Well, the next card out would be the Three of Wands, right? From the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands is that thing arriving. So there's some kind of anticipation of something you've set in motion, something you're manifesting here. And when I look in the near future, it's cooperation. It's kind of working through something together, or at the very least being on the same page, co-creatively. You, your beloved, spirit, whatever you want to call it, the universe, the divine, working together to take what's already good about the connection and build on it. But that requires cooperation. So that's what I see going forward. And there's spirit telling you, yeah, there's a great potential here for reconciliation, which was also in the morning musing, as was the Hierophant. This is in the hidden energies. So there's something here about commitment. And I said then, so I'll say it now, because we're dealing with this King of Wands. This is about someone who has to be true to themselves. And they haven't been heretofore at this point, right? They haven't been true to themselves, so how can they be true to you? Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the avoidance is within this person. It isn't even about you, really. So although you're a catalyst to them needing to explore who they are at their core and to rise to the standards of their higher self. So the Hierophant is about the vows we take and make. It's about our beliefs about committed conventional relationships or any kind of commitments that we're making. But more than anything, it is a card that says, who are you at your core? What do you believe? What do you stand for as a human being, as a soul having a human experience? You know, the higher version of that. And how do you stay connected in that vibration? Now, in your hopes and fears, we have Queen of Pentacles here. So that suggests to me some eye toward life partnership, but also there is, because I'm seeing this as a pair almost, because you can't see this Hierophant, I'm seeing in the hidden energies, I do feel like there may have been a commitment that was breached. So there may be fears around that, but you're moving forward. There will be victory, and that is your card, Cancer. So let's jump in, take it from here. What? Four of Pentacles with the King of Wands. The Four of Pentacles again. Justice, yes. Ooh, and the Page of Swords. So, in your unconscious awareness, and for those who are new, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, that's what I'm tapping into, is what's going on in unconscious awareness or rising up in your psyche or playing out behind the scenes. I kind of feel like you're looking for information. And unless or until you get that, you're kind of holding the cards, you're playing your cards close to the vest. I just sort of feel like you're a little more guarded till you get the clarity or the information you seek. Justice here, and I even said this morning, so I feel it's important to say there could be some kind of for those of you who there might be a marriage involved, whether between the two of you or your person with someone else or you with, right? If there's a marriage involved anywhere in here or a long-term commitment, there could be this formalized process that you're sort of looking for information about. Like, how's this taken place, or will this be taking place? Because that may be what the issue is about. Sort of feeling played or betrayed or avoided. We'll get there in a second. So if that is not your storyline, then I just think things are out of balance here. And in order for things to come into balance and you to drop your guard, Four of Pentacles twice, you're on the hunt for some information, for some clarity, for some evidence, for some truth. So let's look at the Queen of Cups, which is Cancerian energy. Yes, I am talking to somebody who had a marriage fall apart or a long-term partnership fall apart. Ten of Pentacles. Here's the Divine Feminine of the Empress. Tower way buried underneath. It's like, this was not sustainable. Now, it's interesting because your heart's still in it. Your heart's still there. And which is good, because even though I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles twice, what I'm getting from you is I'm guarding my heart. But it's not like you've shut it down. You haven't turned off the spigot. Okay? So there is this energy of rising to the highest version of yourself, of unconditional love, but guarding where you are most vulnerable. So that is very interesting. Let's look at this Seven of Swords. Three of Cups. Yeah, there's third party here. And there's the Magician and Temperance. The Seven of Swords with the Three of Cups and the Magician together. And the way that you have to understand, I'm looking at the whole picture here. I feel there was a betrayal. I feel there was a third party with a person, some kind of cheating or stepping out or of, saying, lying by omission of fact or saying they're here when they're there. And it doesn't have to be sexual even. It could just be that, this person has been working their way out of another connection and telling you one thing, doing another, not really taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? And sort of avoiding you in the process. And I feel this part of it here is not great energy. It feels trickster. It feels manipulative. And I feel you exhibited a lot of patience. With Temperance underneath, I think you were very patient and working hard to sort of transmute the energy. I'm not sure that that happened. I don't know that you were able to, because I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles so prominent that it's like, nope, nope. It's like what it is what it is. And I have been as patient as I can be. And now I need some evidence. I need some truth. I need some accountability. Justice. Three of Wands. Yeah. And what are you anticipating? What did you set in motion? What are you manifesting? Right? The happiness, the love of your life, the happily ever after, and overcoming all those obstacles. So in your conscious awareness, because in your unconscious awareness, you know what isn't sustainable, right? But yet you're coming from the highest version of yourself, thinking about the future, thinking about, what you have already built with this person or what you would like to build with this person going forward, and knowing if you hang in there together and support each other, there isn't anything you can't overcome. For the meantime, you're pretty miserable. You're feeling the emotional disconnect. The Four of Cups is also a card of missed opportunities. So I feel like, and I don't think you're the one missing the opportunity. I think there's a chance that if this person doesn't work through this with you, they will have missed the opportunity. So there is some disillusionment on your part here, though it's not what you're leading with. You're leading with optimism. You're leading with, we can work through this. And why am I saying that? Because in the future, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is the coming together and working, being on the same page and being equally invested. Whoa. Did you see it? Two of Cups. Yeah, this is a powerful Two of Pentacles, and there's our Six of Wands. So there is reconciliation. I feel that Two of Pentacles is coming in, as often is the case for me, as a timing reference. Like, I'm assessing realities on the ground. I'm keeping the energy moving. I'm kind of, when you go jogging and you get to an intersection and you can't just, cross because there's cars every which way. And you don't just stop running, right? If you're jogging, you just continue to jog in place. That's what I feel I see happening in the future. As this is coming back around, as you're moving toward that moment where you're both saying, yeah, this is something we can work on. This is something we can get over. We can overcome the obstacles. Yeah, I want this as much as you do. And you're kind of waiting for that energy to come around toward reconciliation or this person to return so you can work through it. You're not just going to come to a dead standstill. You're keeping the energy moving as you're assessing the situation as it rolls out in real time. Pentacles. Okay, so then Spirit's giving you this Six of Wands. What's your message from Spirit? Ugh, beautiful. Wow. So yeah, so there's been a separation due to this ish Five of Swords. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to do some energy clearing about this card because it's my least favorite card in the deck. And I shouldn't be that way. Because sometimes it's about, we've had lots of decisions to make and we, go with the impulse and it doesn't go well. So sometimes it's on us. But I feel like there's a separation due to something that fell out that felt very much like a setup, right? Left you feeling defeated. And in separation from this person, and as if there were secrets being kept from you. And Spirit's telling you that will be resolved. This is what will be reconciled. And the Lovers here is a card of reunion, but it is a choice. So it's almost saying, pay attention to what's going on in your unconscious awareness. If you're a meditator, meditate on that. If you're a journaler, journal about that. If you listen to binaural beats or, whatever you do, if you go out and put your feet in the yard or you take a walk on the beach or in the woods or whatever you do that as you contemplate this potential choice coming towards you. Because there will be an opportunity for reconciliation and the choice for reunion will be yours to make. Hierophant and the Hidden Energies. Now this can be your energies, their energies. 2 of Swords, 9 of... Oh, this is their energy. Wow. Yeah, they have a decision to make too. And so maybe this Lover's card is suggesting that you do your part of the work, because they have an important decision to make too. 2 of Swords on the Hierophant. This person has not given up. It's coming through as they know that there's a time limit. They're feeling like because the next card out would be the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is offloading the negative energy, offloading the negative karma, unburdening oneself. This person is right there, but they know that they don't have much more time. There you are, Queen of Cups. Whether you're here as the Cancerian or not, you are the keeper of their heart, and they have to make a decision about, from their higher self, as I described earlier, from the core of who they are they in or are they out? Because this is about commitment. This is about an agreement, whether there's a marriage involved or not. And I have a feeling that what's playing out is this person is at that crossroads moment where they know, oh, I got to get very clear about this decision. And the 9 of Wands sort of leads me to believe this has not been an easy situation for them either. Something that they're struggling with, their own possible inner demons. We all have them, so it's not an indictment. It's just, we all have to kind of rise to our higher self. Them to the Hierophant, you to the Empress. And in your hopes and or fears, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I want to thank you all, because you're walking me right through this reading. It's like so perfect, because each card sort of logs back into another part of the reading, and you know where you want to go, So yeah, 2 of Wands, as I described before. We have the 3 here. In your hopes and or fears, I think in your hopes, the path you're choosing is the one that leads to life partnership, the one that leads to the commitment being what is upheld. With who? With your King of Wands. Can't make it up, guys. And there is the Chariot, which is victory and triumph and moving forward. The Chariot is always moving towards something or away from something, but always for your highest good. So I feel like there's momentum and progress coming in this connection. Wow. Okay, lots of options, a little bit of emotionality. Oh my gosh, guys, so powerful. 7 of Cups, all that has to be processed, because there's a lot that you've been shutting down, or, you've been protecting your heart, and you've been kind of in this, like, just look at my body language. I'm like this, restrictive, retracted energy mode. And then once it begins to unfold and there are opportunities here for reconciliation, it's like the floodgates open. And there will be a lot of emotional upheaval and overwhelm and even a little bit of confusion, all the options, all the things that need to be processed. But wait for it. Here comes that message from the heart, a message sincere of love or apology, and that is all that's needed for the forgiveness, the second chances, the reunion, the redemption. Just beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the astrology that showed up here in the reading, just for extra added confirmation. If you don't hear the signs you're thinking of called, that doesn't mean anything negative. This is, if you hear it, it's like seeing 22 or 1111. It's just extra added confirmation. But before I do that, if this spoke to you kind of somewhat personally, there's a link to in the description box below to the extended, which is going to be all about our King of Wands here. Where is he? All about this one. Okay? So we're looking at them, their take on this situation. How are they seeing this from their perspective? What might be going on behind the scenes with them right now? How they see you or think about you or feel about you. And then their intentions toward you and the connection going forward. And I close out with some oracles. So it's a pretty comprehensive reading. So what do we have here astrologically? We have the King of Wands twice. That is Leo. Justice is Libra. The pages are all the energies. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Page of Swords. Queen of Cups is Cancer. We've got the Empress is Taurus and Libra. That's a card of Venus. We have Mars here. Venus and Mars right here together. That's Aries. We've got the Magician is Mercury. That rules Virgo and Gemini. Temperance is Sagittarius. More Leo in the Strength card. Pisces in the High Priestess. More Gemini here in our Lovers card. Hierophant is Taurus. That Queen of Cups, I forgot to tell you, came out twice. So Cancer, you're here 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. And this Chariot is out twice. That's Cancerian energy. And last, here we have the Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Last but not least, this is Pluto, baby. Pluto, Judgment card, rules Scorpio. So that's what I have for you. Really beautiful. Feel and release makes all the more sense right now because you don't want to take the baggage with you, right? You want to leave behind. Once you break through this, once you drop all these guardian pentacles, I feel like the journey will be a lot lighter and brighter. So the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.